So a lot of people online want to know exactly what the best video model is for AI UGC. And in this video today, I'm going to be showing you exactly side-by-side comparisons and give you an insight into what actually would work best for you. A little bit of context, my name is Marley. I run Clearflow, a complete AI UGC agency. So we handle the entire pipeline for our e-commerce clients, helping them to scale their meta ads output. So literally all I do every day is look at AI videos. So I know a thing or two. So now I'm going to be showing you exactly what your AI videos could look like. So now I'm going to be walking you through a comparison of 3 different video models that I think are the top models in 2026. First up, we've got Seedance, then we've got Google's Omni, and finally we've got Kling. So what we're going to be doing in this video is generating an output. The same for each model. That way you can see an exact side-by-side of what it actually would look like. All right, so first we've got Seedance. What I've already done is I put in our reference image of our model, Jessica. And today we're going to be having her say a short line with each AI model. So I've already got a prompt lined up from my Claude, specifically tailored for Seedance. So now that I've inputted that prompt, we're going to scroll down. I'm just using an API service. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my 4-second clip time, 164 credits, and we're just going to do 720p for this video, and we're going to run. So now as this is generating, I'll give you a bit of an idea on Seedance and where my standpoint with it is. So basically, Seedance is a cool model. It's really good with human movement and kind of camera movement, and the model can kind of move around a bit more freely. But the main caveats is the actual models kind of all have a funny look to them. They don't quite look realistic. And this model is extremely expensive compared to other AI models in the market. Just for this 4-second clip, on this API service, I've used 164 credits. Generally with a 4-second clip with other AI models, I'd be using around 100. So obviously not a crazy amount more, but when you're doing this at scale, it can get quite expensive to run Seedance. If you're using stuff like Higgsfield or whatever, it's gonna be way more expensive to run Seedance. All right, so the next video model we're gonna be looking at is Google's Omni. So what I've done is loaded up the reference image of my model. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to add in a similar prompt to what we did for Seedance. So I'm going to select 4-second video. I'm just going to do one of these, and we're going to hit generate. So while that's running, I'm going to give you a few of my thoughts again on this model. With Omni, the audio is actually really, really good. Don't get me wrong, there's some caveats, but overall the audio is probably one of the best out of like any AI model that I've used. It's not the craziest, obviously. AI audio is still kind of getting up there. But I think overall, for the value of like what you're actually getting, the audio is actually really good. However, the video is not great. It adds weird beauty filters to models is what I've found specifically. And sometimes it kind of has a weird look to it. But another thing to keep in mind is this model is extremely fast. All right, and finally we're going to Kling. Personally, I use this video model a lot. So what I've already done is I put in our reference image like the other models. I can't show you the prompt that I'm using for this because it's specific to Clearflow and it's through the systems that we've built out, but it'll give you a good idea of what we can do through our processes as well. Because through our processes, we've truly pushed Kling as far as it can go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna generate just like the other ones. And while that's running, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this model as well, obviously. I think this is one of the best models that you can use in 2026. There are some limitations to it. The video lengths is one of the main limitations. It doesn't hold well in longer style videos. However, the quality, the consistency, all of that is really on point with this model. The details in the model's faces, even without using the 4K version, even just using the 1080p version, is levels above anything else. I've generated videos where you can literally see the wrinkles in the model's face. And also I do want to say, a lot of this stuff with video generation really starts at image generation. So if you want a video on that, make sure you comment down below, and I'm sure I'll make it in the future anyway. But a lot of this stuff relies on the heavy lifting of your image generation, prompting, and your processes. So what I'm gonna do in a sec, once all these AI models are done, is I'm gonna sit down and show you on screen so you can actually see it properly. And we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison, playing one at a time.
Hey, I'm Jessica. This is what I actually look like.
Hey, I'm Jessica. This is what I actually look like.
Hey, I'm Jessica. This is what I actually look like.
All right, so now that you've seen those clips side by side, I wanna go through them. What you'll notice with Seedance is it really sharpens the videos for some reason. With this video specifically, it hasn't done the thing that it normally does, which it usually takes the reference image and kind of squishes it. So you get these characters with kind of elongated faces usually. That's what I've found when I try to use it. It hasn't done it specifically in this video, but it does happen quite a bit for me personally. And like I said, the sharpening of these images, there's no real reason for the AI model to really sharpen these images. And obviously when you're actually doing these videos, that's a really sure way to tell because they're really over sharpened. But overall, otherwise, this video is actually quite good. Other than it being really expensive and really slow, and obviously those little things that people are gonna be able to tell it's AI content. The voice seems great, seems all right. The pacing seems good. So there's not too much to complain about this model. And I feel like a lot of people are getting hung up on seedance just because of the hype wave. That's just me personally and what I've found. Moving on to Omni. This is probably the worst out of all three models that you've seen. Obviously, it adds a watermark in the bottom corner, which is hard to remove unless you have like a really high tier plan with Google. Then you've got the way over sharpening, the plastic skin. I'm hoping that all of this stuff comes across when I show you on the actual video from what I'm seeing on my screen. Overall, this video is a really good example of why there's so much shit AI content out there. The skin looks fake, really plasticky. The pacing's okay, like it cuts her off early for some reason. And as well, there's like these weird camera zooms and camera movements in this video that I personally just don't like. But overall, Gemini Omni, I would say personally, isn't really a great model for AI UGC, just yet. Maybe once they start developing it more, because this is a Flash model, so it's not the full model. But at the same time, from what I've found whenever I've used it, not great. Then we've got our processes through Kling. With our custom prompting, you're getting a lot more natural movement, a lot more natural expression. And the thing is as well, our prompting system is updated basically every week. Don't get me wrong, Kling's a really good model if you're not using our custom systems as well. I think out of all of these, it's gonna be the best that I'm gonna have to rate #1. But with our processes that we've developed at Clearflow, it just takes it to that next level. And these processes have taken us months and thousands of dollars behind API costs just to develop. And as well, what you'll see in Kling is there's a lot more detail actually kept in the videos. It's not over sharpening it, it's not oversaturating it, it's not making the skin look plastic, it's keeping the reference image true to itself, especially when you put in prompting parameters around consistency like what we have done. So overall, I'm gonna rate Kling #1 obviously, seedance #2, and Gemini Omni at #3. There's probably some other video models, but these are some of the main ones that I think will actually work for AI UGC. If you're wanting to get it out quick and fast, then I'd use Omni. If you don't mind the cost and you're kind of more on that trend wave, then go to seedance. But if you want actually really good content, then go to Kling. And obviously this is not sponsored, I'm not affiliated. I've literally spent thousands of my own money using Kling. So I can kind of proudly say that it is the best video model currently. Because I said this before, I feel like a lot of people are jumping on kind of the trends of social media and jumping to the next model. But if you sit with a model for long enough and figure out your systems, then you can really do well. And also, I want to say this. If you're an e-commerce founder that doesn't have the time to sit behind the screen, spend thousands of dollars and spend thousands of hours developing the AI systems like what I've shown you we can do, at Clearflow, we handle the entire creative pipeline, helping e-commerce founders just like yourself create more meta output. Because the thing that's holding you back from scaling your brand, is simply your meta output. So if you're interested in learning more about what we do at Clearflow, especially if you're an e-commerce founder, there's a link in the description of this video and it will take you to our website where we have a 5-minute video going through exactly how we do what we do and explaining our processes a bit better. So if you're interested, make sure you click that link. Otherwise, for the rest of you, I hope this video has helped to give you a general understanding about these AI video models. That way you can test yourself and get started in AI UGC. I'll see you in the next video.